Ooh, with the blue, it's K-Mac, Touch Money Neighborhood. This is for my real locs.
Ooh, with it blue, it's K-Mac. What the fuck? Welcome back to the spokest page in the YouTube universe. K-Mac, TMI, 3438. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification to thumbs up, like, comment, and share on all videos. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. That way you can contact me, DM me, send me videos to react to. Now that we got the hard part out the way, let's get to today's video. It's K-Mac. What the fuck? So we back. Yeah, man. Took a quick break. You know how this shit get. Nigga be busy in the streets, you feel me, doing my thing. But also, I get bored with this YouTube, man. I feel like everybody running the same content, doing the same shit, you know, and a lot of this shit get goofy to me, and a lot of shit shouldn't even be on the internet. But anyways, today's video, we get back on, man, Adam 22 to crash out, man. Adam 22. So, came across this video the other day and took me a minute to obviously react to it. Been taking my time on a lot of these videos, although I got some shit in the cuts. So, I was watching this video with Adam 22 and Wack 100, you know, sitting down on Nojumper like they usually do. And they get to speaking, and Xtra comes up, you know, and me, I hate to keep speaking on it, you know, although y'all love to keep speaking on Xtra situations and shit, you know. Me, I don't want to feel like y'all to feel like I'm jumping out there every time anybody got something to say about Xtra, you feel me? Because that's not my job, that's not what I'm here for. But like I said, that's the homie, and anybody say some wild, stupid shit, I'm gonna speak my opinion regardless, you know. So like I said, Adam and Wack was speaking, talking about Xtra, and the situation came up to where Wack said, man, Xtra know you a snake, man. And Adam said, how the fuck am I a snake when I'm the one paying him, you know, paying him for this content? And and Wack said, well, why you didn't offer him, you know, a bag for the interview? He like, well, shit, what I'm paying him should already basically cover this interview, although this is about to be some hot exclusive content, you know. So that's why Adam felt like he didn't need to pay Xtra no money, you know, to do this interview. And then on top of that, let's keep it real, man. When it comes to what Adam 22 is paying these people, man, you literally getting paid more from working a McDonald's job, you feel me, a month, you know, than working at Nojumper. You know, I guess it might get you a little notoriety, you know, in the streets and on the internet if you do music and other content, but for the most part, you're not really seeing no money like that, you know. So like I said, Adam 22 goes on to say, man, I was already paying him, and shit, he shouldn't even really be trying to get this much money. But Wack goes on to say, man, you blocked this, you've been blocking this man from even getting his bag, calling around, telling people not to pay him for this interview. You know, so that's cold right there. Like, bro, you really don't want to see a man win, you know, if you blocking his shine from getting the interview, but don't want to drop the bag yourself, you know. So I think that's just real wild, man, that Adam 22 feel like he don't need to pay nobody nothing, you know, and he making everybody is just out of this world, man. So I feel like Adam should just keep it moving. You know, you already got the situation where you trying to bring on any and everybody, you know, from any other neighborhood to try to rival Xtra and what he had going on Nojumper, man. But like I said, I feel like Nojumper is declining slowly but surely, you know. And then last but not least, we got Ricc Rocc, man. Ricc Rocc say that Xtra should go back to Nojumper. And all of this is from him seeing recently, the other day, DC Baby Draco did a vlog in the dark side of the 40s. You know, like I said, I just saluted him on the other one he did when he went to the avenues and slid all through the avenues with the young homies, man. And then on this one, he went to the dark, man. And Xtra popped out seemingly, you know, for a minute. The whole interview was not Xtra. It wasn't even an interview. So let's keep it real. Everybody asking, did DC Baby Draco pay Xtra 50 racks for the interview? It was not an interview, man. It was a hood vlog with Sauce Beezy and some of the other young homies, you know, and Xtra just popped up on the block like a regular day, man, and you know, just basically told, you know, DC Baby Draco and the viewers about the neighborhood and about the block, man, about the 800, you know, and about the dark side, you know. So it wasn't an interview. So I'm sure Xtra is still asking for this 50K for this interview, man. So I think everybody should lay off, you know, and chill out. Cause if you ask me, Compton Ricc Rocc, that's like you putting on a dress again to do content, man. So why would you go backwards, right? So why would Xtra go up to Nojumper and beg this white man for a job, man? You know, shit, once you lose a job, you just keep it moving and, you know, and go on to the next, man. You keep that shit rolling. So I feel like everybody should just now just sit back, man, and let Xtra do his thing, man. Hey, if he don't continue being an internet sensation, it seemed like he cool with being himself, man, where he been before this internet, man. Some people ain't intrigued by what this social media do, you know, and I definitely feel Compton Ricc Rocc as far as, you know, don't be on the block, all this and that. But the thing is, this is our life, bro. So people gonna live their life, whether you feel like they should be doing this and that because they're celebrity now and all that. Motherfuckers gotta live their life, man. And the last thing I wanna tell y'all, cause even Wack them got it twisted, man. Nobody is in Xtra ear, man. Not his older homies, not his peers, not nobody giving him direction on which way to go and saying, hey, don't fuck with Adam 22, don't do this, don't do that, man. You know, of course, we do got some older homies that are very business minded that could give cuz some advice on what to do and how to run his program, you know. And then I'm sure he do got some peers that is close to him that do know the business that probably can't even speak to him. Like, you know, I'm not gonna throw hella names out there, but I'm sure the homie like Runner or somebody could speak to Xtra and really tell him like, hey bro, you know, do your shit this way or whatever. But if you know Xtra, you know that cuz is gonna run his program however he run his program, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell this man what to do. And if you a grown man in your 30s, almost 40 years old, that's how it should be, you know, whether you know, in the gang or not, you know. Although we do have, you know, status in a totem pole, you know, but when it comes to certain shit, you know, your own business, the homie's gonna let you handle your own business, man, you know. But like I said, that's something that the homies can come together and put together and figure that shit out. But ain't nobody right now in Xtra ear telling him, hey, cuz you don't go up to Nojumper, do this, ask for this amount of money. That was not, you know, that was not talked about. I promise you that, you know, and I wasn't there. But I'm just telling you, I know for a fact, you feel me? Because that ain't how we roll. You know, the homie's gonna let cuz do what he wanna do. Now, I'm sure some niggas can suggest some shit and say some shit, but cuz gonna keep it rolling how he wanna keep it rolling. But we gonna check out this video with Adam 22 running his mouth like usual, and then we just gonna keep this shit rolling, man, to the next video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep some content going. I just had to throw this out there real fast, you feel me? As you can see, I was kind of all over the place with it because this is just some shit that just popped up in my head with it, you feel me? So we just gonna run this video and keep it rolling from there, man, and keep y'all some content coming. Until the next one, it's K-Mac. What the fuck?
Doing any kind of content.
Nah, he knows you're a snake.
He knows that
How
shit.
am I a snake? I'm the one who was paying him for all those months. He's the one who decided that he had greener pastures out there, that he was going to go get cashed out for doing another piece of content somewhere else.
I mean, he would have got the money if you would have blocked it.
He would have kept getting paid by me all these months.
You went on the news talking about, hey, I'm cool with it. Whole time you blocking shit.
What did I block?
2-3 of his opportunities getting paid.
How? The only person I talked to was Vlad, and Vlad told me that he had already rejected the amount that 4Xtra was asking for.
Why you didn't offer him something?
Because I had already been paying him, and then he did not contact me or offer me this content in any way, which made me feel like,
why didn't you just send in an offer?
Who am I going to send it to? He didn't respond to me. Changed his number, actually, after he blew his hand off.
You could have sent it to Lupe.
This is my thing. I don't chase pussy.
What it is.
I forgot this bitch ass nigga said that. He said he don't chase pussy or he don't chase bitches. One of the two. It was kind of blurred out, but I think he said he don't chase pussy. Boy, Adam 22, man, if you could teleport to Vernon Ave ever again, and if you ever slipped up and said that, you would get stole on, you would think you got dope fiend. And then a nigga would tell you to run the fade, cuz. Plain and simple. So, you don't never play with niggas like that. And I'm sure if somebody ever see you, they just might put some hands on you for that one, man. So, you got to be careful what you say, man. And, yeah, we gonna probably do a part 2, because this shit is wild, man. But, continue.
Adam has no filter. He's a white dude who will never comprehend loyalty like that. So, you just made me realize.
The only loyalty that I'm being asked to abide by is like the most insane, manipulative bullshit.
You just referred to 4Xtras as a bitch.
No, I did not. You see, I speak as if I'm talking to adults, and you're going to interpret what I said as if you were a child.
You always refer to your chat.
It's a metaphor.
Right? No, yeah, but see, I'm starting to understand.
Hey, and for the record, though, anybody can take it however they want to take it. I don't give a fuck.
See, that kind of shit. See,
but again, I'm talking to grown-ups. I'm not stooping down and communicating like a child.
But we're talking about a man.
No, but I'm just saying.
So we should never use.
It's a metaphor. So I'm not saying he's a bitch. I'm just saying, no matter how hot a girl is, I'm not chasing her.
It's just that coming from where we come from. And to you like, hey, bro, I'm using this as an example. I know what we're talking about, but what I'm telling you is because you used it while we were talking about what we're talking about, we're going to take it like you're calling him a bitch.
Saying that that's how like a fifth grader would interpret it.
See, now you just took another shot.
No, but I'm saying by the time you were like, by the time you were able to graduate high school, I think that you should be able to understand the idea that if I'm doing a metaphor, I'm saying, Wack, a podcast is like a sandwich. You've got your bread, you've got your vegetables, you've got your meat, you've got your sauce.
That's different. I get that.
And I think that you would be able to understand and not say, well, Adam, a podcast is not a sandwich. You can't eat a podcast.
That's not where I'm going with this. Where I'm going with this is...
No, this is exactly...
No, I'm not. Because I get that, right? Nobody would take any kind of way. When we're talking about an individual man, and we're talking about an individual that we knows see shit one way. Let's come down, right? We both understand 4Xtras, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right, so for us to be talking about this man... And for you to reference anything that has to do with a bitch or a woman, I think you could have found something else that fit and was a little more appropriate. I get what the sound was. You get it. I get it. Because you're going to say, this is like the bread and this is like the meat. And I get it, right?
The reason why that is the metaphor that jumps into my mind immediately is because...
You're an asshole.
It often occurs to me...
That's why. Just say it.
No, all of my... podcast co-hosts are kind of like little different mini romances.
You just did it. What do you mean by that? What is a mini romance?
In the sense of like, it's not like I'm actually having sex with most of my co-hosts. Obviously, there are exceptions like Brig Baby. But like what I do it's kind of like you meet someone, you form a bond, a connection of sorts. And then, hey, maybe that person decides at one point that they want to go find out if there are better opportunities out there. Maybe they don't want to be in a relationship with me. Maybe they want to go and try to see if they could form a relationship with somebody else.
So you don't.
That's okay. That's fine.
Listen,
They can do that.
So you haven't.
I'm not going to chase them.
You haven't really sat back and thought about anything that may have rubbed him the wrong way. No. If you could do anything different, let me ask this: would you have done anything differently?
Yeah, I would have teleported to Vernon Avenue, and I would have yanked the M80 out of his hand, and I would have thrown it all the way to the ops side. No, I mean, what am I going to do differently?
40s, man, and shout out to 4 Extras, man. I hope that you got your $50,000 for this. I really hope you got paid a check, because if you didn't get paid a check, man, I don't know what to say. Man, he love where he come from. He love his hood, and this is important to him. This is his life right now. But homie, check this out, cuz you could have. I'm not finna talk to you like one of the homies. If you was gonna do this, and there's nothing wrong with this, there's nothing wrong with this, what you want to do. But if you was gonna do this, you could have went and got your job back at Nojumper. And I know a lot of people gonna say, Rock, why you telling Cuz to go up there, homie? Y'all done made all these videos, because I would rather see him there than here. I would rather see him there than here hanging out on the block.
Now the $1 million question is this: did 4 Extra get his 50K? This is what DC Baby Draco posted before putting out that video. He said 50,000 for you. I love my community. I don't have to clout chase. They can't relate to y'all. Quit eating off the black community and the culture. Shout out to the Dark Side 40s. So it looks like 4 Extra did this for free. That's what it sounds like to me.
Touch money neighborhood. Touch money neighborhood. They keep it fair. I'm from a shicey Ave. I ride rough, push a rock and sell a bitch's ass. Touch money neighborhood. Touch money neighborhood. Touch money neighborhood. Touch money neighborhood. Never been convicted, but I dodge life. I'm a general. I think I'm Big Ice. Touch money neighborhood.